Facebook person in my life, Paco, who has been posting madly about my mom and our lives. And one of the stories that I fondly remember, and something that I know that I'm going to keep with me always, is what has already been referenced by some of my other siblings. My mother always pushed us to go beyond our comfort zone. And I remember my freshman year of high school, I'd been singing for several years and trying to be a better singer, and knew that I needed to be in the spring musical as the lead, which no freshman gets cast as the lead in the spring musical. But I went to the audition and completely failed. I completely bombed, to the point where the choir director just looked at me and was like, "I hope you have a better day." And so I left and I was miserable in the car, and my mother said to me, "What's wrong?" And I told her I did terribly, and then she made the suggestion that I bring a recording of a recital that I had sung, which I thought was the most terrifying possible option. No way am I going to go back in there and I'm going to share this video recording. That's crazy. They're going to think I'm so full of myself. They're going to think I'm nuts. And she made me get in the car and drive up to Bellarmine and walk in and hand over, shamefaced, my VHS tape of my singing, and I ended up getting in the spring musical. So it ended up working. And I'll say that as an adult, there have been a number of times where I have auditioned for something, or I have submitted a play for something, and then had to reach back out and ask if they received it, or add something to it. And every time I do that, or every time I submit something after the deadline, I feel like it's my mom encouraging me to do it anyway, because that's what she did. She pushed me to do it anyway. And I feel so lucky to have had a mom that made me push myself, because and who encouraged me to do the things that I loved, no matter what other people thought or said. And I remember the day I looked at her and she said to me, she was talking about high school and all these other things, and then she just stopped and point blank asked me what the deal was with this Paco character in my life. And I told her, "Mom, I don't think I've ever met a single person like him in my entire life." And she said, she just smiled and she said, "Then that makes me happy." And that's when I knew that I wanted to be with Paco for the rest of my life. And I don't think that I could have done that without my mom. Just being there and saying, "Yeah, go for it." And the last thing I'll part with is, no matter what I've ever done in my life, my mom has always told me to do something wild. So this past year when we were in Mexico, we searched feverishly for something wild to do, because we're old now and we don't want to do wild things. And we found this amusement park and went on 3 separate roller coasters and afterwards kissed the ground for happiness that we were still alive. So, thank you so much.